Welcome to our digital meeting.
Our frustration meeting.
But welcome to Bridgecom Communications. Hey, everything's broken. They do that, you know, sometimes. Okay, later. I don't want to join audio. There. Okay. I've got my home screen set up, and everybody else is having a hard time getting into it. And what you gain here, see the little green box that's lit up in the upper left corner there? That's the app that I'm in right now. It's kind of a pain to get it sometimes to log in, but it's working at the moment. So I'm waiting for them to do something. If you come down here, click on FL Digi, then you wait. I'm going to flip it that way. It's easier to hold. Okay, it went to FL Digi. If I go to FL Digi, in a moment here, it will open up. Now I have to reset everything because it doesn't save it. It's one of the headaches, but it's a small machine, so it is what it is. Then I have to set the FSQ mode. Then I have to go in and double check all the, and mine does not play a full screen well, so I have to play this little game, make everything fit. Now it all fits. I have to get rid of that or you can't hear, and it can't hear anybody. There's that, and that. What do you usually click that button to, bud? That fast, slow, normal, whatever.
I never mess with it. I just leave it on normal.
Well, I put it on, okay, it'll be on normal. It was on slow.
I'll bring it up so I can see.
I got to shrink that, and that way I can turn on the monitor, and then I got to shrink the monitor, and then I can move the monitor over here-ish. I have to raise my squelch or we don't get rid of all the garbage. Okay, now I got to go double check that the config did not change. And there you have, in the config, you use lowercase there, otherwise it comes up big elsewhere, also other places. Then you go to rig control, and you go to the GPIO and make sure that 26 and 12 are checked with the ones behind it. Then you have initialized and you saved it. Then if you're using something like a Kenwood, I'm not doing real well with this. Here, let's go that way. Then if you use something like a Kenwood, like I was last night with Randy, I have it set up. I have not set up control, rig control in here yet, though. And then you go down your sound card and check devices and make sure that your capture and playback and port audio are Digi-Pis. And it's checked and saved. So I'm set and ready to go. Anybody else have anything set and ready to go? No?
Not in the room.
Sounds like you're doing good. It looks good.
My Digi-Pi is up, or my my station is up.
Okay, I am going to turn on my Val Funky. And you turned it up to about half volume-ish.
Somebody's transmitting. I'm hearing it here.
That's me.
Oh, okay.
I was just trying to give him something to play with.
I'm gonna set the phone down for a second and double check. I'm on 145,580. Is that where you are, Galen?
145580. Yes, I am there.
Okay, I'm going to,
We're talking FSQ, right?
I'm gonna close that. And
Is
I'm
that
going
FSQ?
FSQ 6.
Yes, it is.
FSQ 6, yes.
Okay.
And, oh, it did hold on to all call. That was a new one. Double click, it's there. Oops. And I'm going to send testing out there on the air, Galen. And I am transmitting now.
Yes, you are. I am receiving in my monitor, and I have got you blue screen.
And I've got you also at mine.
I don't
There
have
you
you,
go.
but that's not surprised. You're on a handheld.
This
I can't hear a
this
thing.
is on an 8-watt Valfang.
Are you W7DXT?
Yep.
That's what I'm doing. And I wish I could share a screen, but it won't let me.
I don't think you heard me.
Is what, bud?
Whoa.
Yeah, 145 what?
580.
I copied that.
You copied what?
Oh, I copied Galen.
Okay, there's Galen coming back. Now Dave.
If you're hearing an echo in the video, it's because I've got a receiver open here too.
Okay, so I don't think I'm gonna reach you with this one, bud.
Oh, no, not on your rubber duck.
What's the topic?
No, because that's exactly what I'm on, like a standard valve rubber ducky.
You could relay through FPD or you would be a little stronger probably.
Well, I could, except for I've never done a relay.
I think it's just
Well-
semicolon.
Yes, talk to me.
Okay, W7, WDM, semicolon.
W7, WDM.
Oh, actually, you should probably, well, that'll go to him. And then
Doesn't matter.
semicolon. And then who do you want to talk to? All call.
Okay, and
And then
then,
your message.
okay, ready, get set. It's sending. And there I am in my monitor printing. And did you hear me?
Well, wait and see.
There we go.
Yeah, I got you. And
That's
I'm
Matt.
back, apparently.
You're using Mac for your relay.
Yay!
Good job.
Learn something new every day. Never a dull moment. Bud, did you try the antenna yet?
Oh, I have.
He just doesn't have a digital unit to in there.
Not on that antenna, but before I had that antenna, my old antenna, I was nothing but scratch and garble into the church repeater. And I got a report today saying that I was full quieting. There's a lot of gain on that antenna, you guys. For those of you that are just going like, what's happening here?
Okay.
A bunch of my buddies who are here at this meeting showed up at my house today for an antenna party, and we put up a new G5, a G6 dual band antenna on my roof, and it works good. Thank you, guys.
Cool. You're hours away from getting it done. And we have Jim here, and we have, I keep forgetting, David?
Yes.
Yes. And we have Randy back in the corner back over here. We're going to go see what Randy's doing because we're having fun.
Well,
And he's tearing his
All
hair
except
out.
for
Oh, wait a
me.
minute.
Okay, well, first off, I will share a couple of things here. First off, if you're going to use this unit, do not buy this. Can you see it? I bought one because I needed to check it out.
The
It doesn't-
BTEC ARS K1 cord for $22.
It says right here, APRS adapter. Well, that's true if you want to use Vox. That's the only way it'll key your radio is with a Vox. So you got to set your radio to Vox. And if you want to work, say, the International Space Station, the turnaround time from transmit to receive is long enough that you'll never hear the act from the International Space Station. And so
And
you will just continue to retransmit and retransmit and retransmit, and everybody out there will be very upset with you.
what was this guy's?
Okay,
He was Soft Customs, wasn't he?
this is the other one, the one that you should get. It's comes with that cable and the corresponding.
Okay, this one is off of Amazon, and it's this is brand of Digi-Rig. Now, is that the guy that's in Grand Junction?
I don't know.
I think it is.
It's two. Here's the green one, and it's for programming, which I haven't.
The
well,
green
you
the
plug
green
it.
one's wired different. We went and looked it all up for what it's supposed to do.
And the black one over here works great.
Nice coil cords, good quality cord with ferrites on it to cut interference.
K connector right in there, and a TRS right into here, and you can see that this is copying APRS right now, and you can see my
we
call
should
sign
point
in
out,
there.
Randy, is connected to your board. Look at that.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing, sitting right here this evening. And my NH sitting here, that's where you see my call sign -1. It's just transmitting its location every so often. So this is and you get this cord, which is for programming. And that one,
If you order it direct from the vendor out of his store in Grand Junction, Colorado,
yeah,
it's $5 cheaper. He doesn't charge you the sales tax. And if you order a couple of sets of them, then it's probably going to work for about the same freight because they don't weigh very much. This is what I was kind of speculating. I did not order yet. I'm going to.
here's I
Since I have 3 Digi-Pis.
took an earpiece, the earpiece that came with the Bofang, and I opened this up and took the mic out and bypassed everything except for put the PTT, this across the PTT and ground so that I can plug this into a radio and just key this to make sure that it's going to key it. And so then I got a TRS connector here, and this was a fun project, getting all those wires soldered on there and keeping them away from each other. But I put that on there, and it works. It doesn't have the advantage of these ferrites. I put a couple of double knots in there to kind of try and balance a little bit. It works on APRS, but this is the one to do.
I'm going to go get my phone.
And then also I have, of course, here's one that I put together that is a 6-pin that I fashioned into this K connector here. And it works great. And it's got a balun. I put a balun on. I bought some there, and I had this one, so it's pretty well. Now, if I put this one on, go ahead.
Yeah, Randy, have you guys seen any problem with when you transmit with a handheld that close to the Raspberry Pi that it knocks out the Raspberry Pi? Any issues
have
with
not.
the proximity?
Have not seen. Well, like last night when we were talking back and forth, I had it on high power, that radio over there. I had it on high power, which is 5 watts, but I had it hooked to an outside antenna. But
Yeah.
that one is sitting right there.
Last night when I was running with my Kenwood on 50 watts, I was about 4 feet away from the radio,
Well, it's the antenna though, Mark.
but my antenna went outside.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. So years ago, when we were running Northwest Digital's UDRC, and I was experimenting with a handheld, and I had the handheld like Randy does here, close to my Raspberry Pi. When I transmitted, I knocked it basically reset the Raspberry Pi. But I haven't heard anybody saying that they've been experiencing that with the KM6LYW Digi-Pi.
Well, the one thing I'll say about interference is when this Digi-Pi boots up, during the boot up, it puts out a lot of hash, and your portable receiver right there will
Pick it up.
Yeah, the green light will come on and it'll be receiving that. You're not going to hear it, of course, if you've got this plugged in there. But if you don't have, you have one that's not plugged in, you'll hear a ton of hash there. Dead. This is Mark's.
Jumping backwards a little bit, I took one of the earbud microphones that comes with the bow. I chopped off the earbud right above or right below the push to talk button. And then I built this cord up, and then I've added ferrite beads just because.
And that works fine.
And it works fine.
That's probably a good thing to put those ferrite beads on there. That probably
I had
helps a
them,
lot.
so okay.
I ordered up this short 6-pin to 6-pin, but of course I'm using a longer one on my mobile that I have under the bench. And I got these toroids or these ferrites, and I popped them on there. I haven't used this one yet. It's kind of short for some things, but you know, it would work okay on a bench, I guess, with an antenna a ways away.
That was that. That was over here. I was just
Yeah.
looking for a clean one.
So, and also, when you first bring this unit up, this display will be 180 degrees. It'll be upright this direction.
They can't see what you're doing. Your hand's in the way.
It'll be like this. And I wanted all of these connectors to be going away from me, so it's clean in the front. And so talking with Craig, we got a procedure of how to flip that over. And it's, you have to go to the right file in there, and these two programs, you go in and find that spot and flip it over. So it's nano Digi-Pi, digibanner.pi and nano direwatch.pi. So you find the right spot in there, and he talks about that. He says edit files, look for the rotation line about 25% of the way down, change to 0 or 180. Well, I had to change it to 0. I changed it to 90, and then of course it was.
And there's
90
two
degrees.
screens listed in those changes. So you have to go to the correct screen, otherwise it doesn't change.
Yeah,
Which is the 1.3 inch screen.
1.3 inch screen, yeah. So, and we played around with some other things in there, like we were getting into the network manager system, and it wasn't exactly the way this was, but we figured it out. And you get into here, and then you can change, because they all come up on 10 when they're away from home, away from your home network, they will make themselves a hotspot, and they'll come up with 10.0.0.5. And with several of them in the room, even just two in the same room, we experimented with that, And he said, well, it shouldn't be a problem because there are different networks. Well, the problem was that we were all happy with APRS messaging. We were sending messages back and forth. Boy, it was just quick, quick, quick like that. And it's like, well, it's never acting. So we're watching the radio and it never transmitted. So in the same room, even though they were supposedly on different networks, they weren't. They were passing that message back and forth on Wi-Fi.
So when you have two of them in the same room, you have to change the SSID, and that's what that whole
That's what this is about.
witch hunt was about.
Yeah.
And it's easy to do if you just take your time.
And change a couple things in the directions there.
Yeah, we
Like this, we don't want.
he
WAN
sent us
0,
he
you
sent
want-
us originally to the wrong spot, and you have to, instead of going to the WAN 0, you have to go to the hotspot, which
hotspot.nm.
that's all that's in that system connections. I believe that's a
There's just those two files in this network
Directory.
manager system connections. Yeah. Anyway,
it's been a fun challenge getting this far. That's okay.
What are you doing?
We could do web chat.
yeah.
I think so.
Hey, Galen,
Yo,
did you ever try any of the APRS web chat?
Yeah, okay, yeah. Now there
No,
might be a.
I haven't yet, but give me a second here. I'm trying to connect to this thing.
Can't.
Okay, as soon as you get connected, we'll try APRS web chat.
Well, I'm trying to connect to the Digi-Pi. I don't know whether or not that'll be much good for me.
No, but what you have there, is that the same thing as what is here, or is it?
No, that's the Nexus DRX, which is what I'm
I'm doing
trying to
this
get
little
working and
booger.
failing because I don't have my image ready.
Oh, that's weird.
What?
This,
This made it in.
have you downloaded this from Craig's?
No, I haven't. I'm actually troubleshooting my Nexus DRX setup right now, which
Oh.
the trouble is I wasn't prepared.
Uh-huh.
So I'm trying to download an old image just because it was the first image I could find, and it's downloading at 0.8. Well, it's downloaded 0.8. I can't tell what speed it's downloading at right now. Hang on. Show me my downloads make that well. It's getting garbage speeds.
Yeah, well,
So yeah, 2 hours after, I'm not going to get that in time unless you have an image for the Nexus.
I don't have one with me now.
Or what Raspberry Pi is it? Is that 3 or 4?
I don't know.
Did you get a Nexus image for it, Jim? On your SD card?
It would be the same on
If that's
a
a,
3 and a 4.
oh, it's
We
the same
can-
image?
We can ask Bud. Ask Bud.
I'm not sure what I'm asking.
The
Card.
the Nexus,
Where's the card?
the Nexus image is the same for a 3 and a 4. I think it is.
Is
Bud?
I think it is the same. I don't think there's a difference.
Yeah.
I don't think we
the
have
only
anything.
thing I'm
that's
trying to
different.
remember is, I'm pretty sure I actually reused this to connect my radio. That mess. And it's wired specifically for my iPhone.
Yeah.
So I'd have to, I've got the power supply for that. I don't have an image. And my computer is also fighting the issue of it's really slow right now, and I think that has to do with it's trying to update Windows because it's been off for half a year.
Oh, there was a Windows update
Well, this
2
is
days ago.
this is running Windows 7, but it still does that stupid thing where it slows way down.
I can't get it.
Oh,
Wait to the initialize phase. Okay, all that data. So there it is
okay.
poking up.
Maybe it'll update.
Did anybody pick that up for me?
I did,
Okay.
What'd you do?
but not
I
in
just-
the house. I picked it up at Blaine.
Oh, he picked it up and playing?
Galen's
I
on the
got you on mine,
Digi-Pi.
Galen.
I can look and see if I got it at my house.
Fortunately, my plan
No,
B
that was my house.
have a USB cable for.
All right.
Build single link, which is what this was originally.
Galen,
wired
I've got
for.
you at 5 dB at my house.
Um,
This
one's on,
the fire department.
I think,
How do I get this to
we'll
John?
have to do is make a list of the things that we need.
That's on them, but it could be put back.
Hardware.
That's just Digi-Pi, so it's not there. It's on. That's
no,
definitely
not new task, end task.
So if you just playing Digi-Pi and I don't.
Okay, Bud's talking back, Dave's talking back. Yeah, they got you, Galen.
Yeah. Now all I have to do is figure out how rig control works so I can actually control my radio. I hate playing with those buttons.
Actually, I like this screen.
Yeah,
Okay, so.
Technically, this is a mount for a Raspberry Pi camera. But the screen itself, it's a touch screen.
Under here.
Now, it's small. It's not the easiest thing to operate.
Yeah.
Digital radio on, trying to get everything to fit, but it works. Okay, did you shut down?
Dave, is that a standard Raspberry Pi with touchscreen you're talking about?
Yeah, this is the 7-inch Raspberry Pi touchscreen that I threw on my Nexus DRX.
Okay. 7-inch, huh? Well, I think that's what mine is. I got one lying around here somewhere.
It's actually kind of nice if you want a built-in screen for your Nexus. It's a little small, but it won't.
It might be fine for your eyes, but it's not fine for my eyes anymore.
Actually, the frustrating part is when I remote into the Nexus, I'm restricted to that screen, to that resolution, even over the network. As long as the screen's hooked up, it's restricted to that.
Hey, Mark,
Because
can you
of
zoom
the-
the camera in on that corner of the room where the three of you guys are working?
That's,
do you have HDMI?
it's not HDMI. It uses the ribbon cable connection on the Pi. It's a little more of a pain.
The display, is that the one that uses the display cable
Yeah, it uses the
on the end? On the end,
display cable on the end of the.
And that's as far as I can.
right. Yeah, have you ever tried changing the resolution?
It's a really low resolution screen, if I remember right, like a
So.
roughly equivalent to 640 by 480, whatever its aspect ratio is.
Hey,
So-
let's get Dave's
Right.
board on your portable camera. That looks pretty cool.
Oh, this?
Yeah.
Does he still have that?
So if we go,
He does.
we go here, would it say this?
So,
I guess
Yeah,
I got the
basically-
wrong camera. Hang on. I'll get it. Remove that one and add this one. There we are.
so I mean,
Yours-
it's a Nexus DRX. It's just, there's the ribbon cable. It's using the Raspberry Pi 7-inch touchscreen. And it's, these jumper wires here are just pulling power off the board from the from that built-in power supply you designed into it. So it's pulling power from the Raspberry Pi to power the screen as well.
All right. That's a good looking board you've got there on top. I have to say that's kind of nice.
Well, thank you. I did it myself. One of the build parties we had for these.
Uh-huh.
I like the way you did the jumpers there.
Well, that's because.
are you using an- Are you using the RJ45 to connect to your radio or the mini DINs?
The RJ45, I wired it up to take advantage of the wire I had pre-made to use with my old Signal Link
Yeah.
for my ICOM handheld radio. So this thing.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about the Nexus DRX
So,
is that you can use any cable made for a signal link on the on the Nexus,
yeah, so
and the
I just
jumpers are the same.
reused my old handmade Signal Link cable. And instead of plugging it into the Signal Link, I plug it in on the RJ45.
Oh, that's cool. That's great.
So we're
Hard bailed.
got mine going.
I have to admit, though, Randy's board is smaller.
Yeah. No, when I get just a little bit. When I get a Digi-Pi going, I'll have it set up to work the way it's intended instead of with this tiny screen solution that works technically. It's a little small, but
Although you may.
I already, I just need to assemble mine. Yeah, I just need to sit down and do it. Or if we get a build party together, that would be fun.
Yeah,
Drag my soldering iron out somewhere else to solder.
just need to have some
But-
people sign up so we can get them together, that's all.
Yeah, but yeah, I was at the build party at the Makerspace in Bellingham for my Nexus.
England, you're typing fiercely.
Here's my, here's my little tester that I designed and built.
So for testing it.
Yeah, so when I get done building these things, I'll just put that in there, and put this into here. Yeah. Put it down into here. And then put this in here. Now, put power in there. This will be the.
Clark, I responded to you on the chat or on on your screen, so hopefully you got it.
You know, it'll take 12.
APRS runs through one.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's got
I
a
got
12
12
right
over here.
It works just fine.
That's a lot of 12 volts.
If I go there, I'm on it.
Yeah, okay.
Then you have to
Okay. So.
you have to go back to that menu page where it says all the apps that there are.
Right, but the problem is I don't have my controls set up on my radio so I can jump to a frequency
This one
that I can do APRS on.
What's your radio?
shows that.
It's a Kenwood, but I don't, like I said, I need the rig control. I don't use the manual.
Okay, so Galen, it's 144.39.
Yeah.
144.39 is APRS all across North America.
Did you get on APRS over there on your Digi?
Yeah. Why? What do you want to get?
Well, it just shows the weather bot thing. I'm looking at Wi-Fi.
Okay.
APRS 5 over there, and I see my station,
You want me to get on which one?
message.
All right. APRS web chat.
Yeah.
Ding. Here we go. We're going to go.
Yeah, your video disappeared. There you are. And we lost your audio. Am I the only one that lost the audio?
No,
Picture everything.
I can't hear anything.
A
Oh,
couple-
hear you.
So I'm sitting in the Digi-Pi APRS web chat window. Here's Randy and my conversations going back and forth, a few days ago. That's not even the stuff from last night. And here's like the weather bot. So we can go to the weather bot and we can ask for, and something's wrong with my time sync because it says it's 12/7/23 and this was all done in the last 2 weeks.
Well, remember the Raspberry Pi Zero has no real-time clock, so if you're not on an internet, it doesn't know what time it is.
Yeah, it doesn't.
That's why the
Okay,
Nexus
so I
board has
just
the
typed in for
real-time clock
current
on
weather.
board.
I just typed in for current weather. It's going to. Oh, I'm in the right spot on APRS. I didn't see it transmit though. There's the current weather. It's this one. And it didn't give us the current weather yet.
Yeah, we haven't got it.
No acknowledge yet.
Think it goes.
Well, this is being silly. Wide. I'm gonna go default.
Now, I see you transmitted here. See your call on my screen.
What did you call? Me?
Yeah.
W7DXT.
Huh.
I just asked if it's gonna rain and it just sent. There it goes. It was sending. Ding, ding, ding. Receiving.
Church, I just church transmit.
And it's not doing anything, so I'm not hitting that. I don't know why.
Well, what Digipeater's going to bring it back to you?
The one right up above us?
KF7.
The church, right?
Yeah.
Which is working. I just beaconed and it responded.
Yeah, I just see it on my screen here, KF7ZJH.
Yep. I was curious what that would look like on a radio that does APRS, and I see the transmissions going out.
It sent for Ferndale Law Now. Click. Let's see what we get. Anything? No.
You are transmitting.
Transmitted. There's that. There we go. 4 miles east of Ferndale. That would be like, because it's reading my.
Here's
WXBOT, is that the weather bot?
Yeah.
Okay, I just saw a reply from it. So
I'm watching it because it's reading my ordinance that I typed in for where I live, and it's sitting there saying it's 4 miles east of Ferndale, Washington.
which one is that?
Tonight, increasing clouds, low 42.
Here's Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi.
oh yeah.
And here's all the weather stations.
None of this is reaching all the way over into the corner very well.
Here's where we are right now, right
Yep.
here at
I'm looking at
Nice
the
check of call
APRS
center.
map. I got on the APRS map, I've got KF7 ZJH at the church.
That would be me.
right at the church road fire station.
That would be me. But that's just my Kenwood.
But it's sitting church is right here in the building.
Yeah, but what did it say about me? W7DXT.
And then the N7 EDB moved that back to someplace behind the fire station there.
Yeah, it's this radio right here. Oh, you can't see it.
How come it moved?
He's the one that's back over there in that corner.
Yeah, they ain't coming here. That's a -1, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's just portable. The station over here would be a -2.
On the map, it shows it moved. You moved way back behind the station there to the back of the road back behind there.
Yeah, it does that. It's kind of GPS kind of swirly. Okay, well,
Are we done?
yes, sir.
I think we're about done here.
We've failed as much as we can.
Oh, that's a lot of fun.
Just like a quality demonstration on BridgeCon Systems where they're one of their podcasts saying we're gonna solve everything. And they don't. All right, I'm out of there. I'm closing my Zoom. I'm out of that. They think it's saying, please wait. What? Why?